Hello, can everyone hear me okay? Am I okay? Am I working? I would have thought so. But yeah, it's been a struggle again. You know, I keep forgetting how to do it. Can you all hear me all right? How's it going? Yeah, can you? Oh, loud and clear there. Thanks, Satan Insider. I appreciate that. Let me just move this over here so I can see what I'm doing. Then it should be good. All right, okay. Thanks everyone for coming. It's awesome to see so many of you here again. I'll go through who's here and say hi. Cassie Harris, #1. She's there. Yay! All right, Cassie. Michael Askew, hello to you. Nice to see you. The Styles family. How many of the Styles family are actually watching me? It's making me nervous. Is there more than one? Cherie Henderson. Well, I'm kind of hoping she's here because she's always good at helping me with these live streams. Ekaterina, how are you? Nice to see you here. Us three vegans. Very nice to see you here as well. Who else have we got? UK Vegan Family. Hey, I was on with those guys last night. They're super awesome. So nice. Such good people. Yeah. Let's have a look. Hey, Muddy Paws. Nice to see you. Ang Harrod's Life. Thank you for coming. It's great to see you as well. Satan Inside. Hello. I'm just trying to see if there's anyone else in here. Oh, Mr. Vegan Gosling, nice to see you as well. Welcome. I shouldn't have my camera in the way, really, should have? I have managed to put it in the way. Hey, Paul from Head Sherborne, nice to see you. Michelle Lowe, hi there. Lolly, it's nice to see you as well. I keep saying nice to see you, nice. I've gone all Bruce Forsyth. I've got to apologise. Yeah, so I think that's sort of most people in at the moment, unless I've missed anyone. Hopefully not. Let's see. Oh, the good thing about it is YouTube have now done this lovely thing where you can pin comments to the top. So I've got Cherie pinning the comments for me, so I don't miss people's questions. How's the oxygen levels? My oxygen levels. Sorry, that's a question from Satan Inside. How's the oxygen levels? Well, my oxygen levels aren't great. For this weekend, I've had a bit of a. It's the first time in 3 years of being vegan I've actually got a cold, and I've got my nose is red. I'm getting very Christmassy because I've got a big Rudolph nose appearing. It's oh, Charlotte, nice to see you here. So my breathing's a bit off, but I thought I'm gonna do the live stream. I'm gonna come see you guys. It'll make me feel better. So I'm here anyway. Mandatory cough. Don't worry, you can't catch it. It's these viruses don't spread down the internet, so we're okay. Nice to see everyone. Question from Michelle O. Did we get a Brucey bonus for being early? No. No Brucey bonus. I'm trying to think. Is there anything I can do sort of like for as a Brucey bonus? Maybe a small dance. I like to do these dances sometimes. I've been told by my son William never to do this in public again, as it's offensive and should never be seen. But I've done it, so unlucky. So yeah, it's been a bit of a bad weekend with the cold, but I'm okay. The UK Vegan Family, it seems like my cold has passed through the computer last night. Yeah, I did think this. My virus protection should have been more substantial, as on that live stream with you. You do seem to have infected me. I'm not impressed. So yeah, sorry. I'll try not to cough too much, but. At the moment, obviously, I'm just sat in my spaceship. I will soon set off to my Mooncat base. On the moon. It's a bit difficult living on the planet. You catch these earthly germs. And you have to deal with sort of all these dodgy habits people have, like eating animals. So I think I'll just start the spaceship up. And we'll head off to the moon. We'll get there in a moment. So yeah, it should be fun when we get there. It's a more chilled out environment. Everyone's a vegan. So I like to go there sometimes and just hang out, you know. So yeah, if anyone's got any questions, that would be good. Oh, here we go. Shield Maiden Samantha. I'm new here from Mr. Henchy. Well, thanks for coming, and thanks, Mr. Henchy, for putting you my direction. That's really good. Nice to see you. You're more than welcome. It's nice. So yeah, has anyone got any questions they want to talk about? Any sort of topics that they're interested in speaking about? Oh, the vegan vlogger, he's saying he loved the pig video. Have you got more planned? It was so good. For anyone who doesn't know, that was my latest YouTube video, basically, where I wanted to put over how sort of like people who are still eating animals and their products, you know, and they have a problem with veganism and vegans, and they call us militant, you know, and you know, they get angry with us, etc., for trying to save animals. So I wanted to sort of put how ridiculous that was in sort of like a sort of a funny way. So I did this alternate sort of universe where pigs were the dominant species and humans were being caged, and we had the pig animal rights activists trying to save human lives, just to show people, you know, how it would be if the tables were reversed. So yeah, I am planning more videos. I won't say what just now. I don't want to ruin the surprise for anyone. But yeah, we've got more videos coming this week, at least another couple. So yeah, that's good. I hope you're having a Stardust to keep you going. Yeah, this is vegan powered. All the good vibes from you guys is keeping the ship going, you know, and we'll get there at some point, you know, and we can chill out on the moon. Yeah, so yeah, we've also, in case anyone didn't have any questions, we do have the wheel of questions here. So yeah, the wheel of questions can be spun at any point if we run out of things to talk about. So absolutely no worries there. So I think we're approaching the base now at the moon. So I think we'll just stop the ship, and you know, we'll just go straight into the base. We're here. It's like magic. Do you see that? The transportation, you know, the being transported to the planet was so seamless. It was like I actually didn't move, isn't it? But you know, it's I can guarantee that I definitely did. Yeah, you can see the lovely flowers, and I can see the Earth from here. You know, but yeah. So it's all going well. So anyway, has anyone got any questions here, Cherie, that you can see?
Not at the minute.
Nobody's speaking.
Well, hold on,
There must be one. These graphics are amazing. How do you do this? Our UK vegan family? No, it's just you know, Andre did a lot of graphics for me as well, you know, and I'm using a program called OBS sort of Studio, which lets you sort of customize a lot of things, so you can put a lot of stuff on there, you know. So well, I don't know what you mean by graphics anyway. This is all real, you know. You're ruining the magic. Come on. Spin it. All right. Money Pause is saying spin the wheel. So we'll go for the wheel. You know, there's many questions. Normally I'd have Bella helping, but she's gone away playing games. Oh my God! Look at that. It almost took me out. All right. So question number one. I don't know if Vegan Pixie Warrior's in for this one, but it's thoughts on the Liberation Pledge, because I've been thinking about this sort of more and more since. You know, since I've been watching Vegan Pixie Warrior, and you know, other people have been speaking about it, and you know, it's I've just been told that Vegan Pixie Warrior is in, and I was just thinking, I would sort of like to do the you know, the pledge, but I didn't know. I don't know what your thoughts are about this, but, yeah, you know, about this, but I don't know how that would sort of. If that would be as beneficial as I'd like to do, because I don't want to sit around people eating animals, and I want to be far away from that as possible. But I thought, you see, when I've been out with sort of family and friends before, I'll just preface it in case the Liberation Pledge, as far as I'm aware, and I'm sure other people will be able to tell me more. It's basically that you have to be vegan. You don't sit or eat with people who are sort of eating animals, as far as I'm aware. That's one of the main ones, isn't it? And there's the third one as well, which I'm sure Vegan Pixie Warrior, because she's here, will be able to put in the chat for me. But the problem is, when I've been out with friends and family before, you know, who've been eating animals, it's uncomfortable for me for certain, you know, but they would go out and eat the animals whether or not I was there or not, you know, and even though I do try to sort of like convince them not to, I think they definitely would anyway. But when I'm out there and if I get something that's really tasty and looks, quite attractive for them to eat, and they go, oh, what are you eating there? It's sort of like a conversation stimulant, that they're going, oh, that looks really good, maybe next time we're here, I'll go for that, but if I'm not there, I can't be that sort of influence on them, and I can't say that. So I don't know if there's other ways of doing, convincing people if you're not with them, if you see what I mean. So that was the only thing why I was worried about doing something like that, is I didn't think I'd be able to be a constructive influence on the people in my life that aren't vegan. So I don't know what everyone else's thoughts on the Liberation Pledge would be. And I know Vegan Pixie Warrior is doing really well with it, and she's taken the pledge. I mean, it's like Christmas this year. We're having some family members down, and Sheree and me were having sort of a bit of a to and fro with it. I mean, I think that if they're coming to my house, us all being vegans, then no meat should be allowed, or any animal product should be eaten in my house. I don't want it. I don't want to be around it. And, while I might not be able to avoid that in a public place, if I'm in my own home, this is a safe zone. We don't have, animal products in this house. So why should, even at Christmas, should they come into my home and eat animal products that they bring with themselves in front of me? I think it's a slightly disrespectful, as they know that we're all vegans, so we were having this conversation. We haven't really had the conversation with the people who are coming for Christmas yet, but it was just something we were trying to sort of iron out between us. So I don't know what everyone else's sort of point of view is, that of trying to at Christmas as well, and the Liberation Pledge, where you're just generally not around, you don't sit around people who are eating animal products. It's a difficult one. I mean, what would everyone else do in that sort of situation? I mean, if you had family members that wanted to bring like turkey and stuff with them, would you just flat out say no? Because that's what I'm wanting to do. So if you let me know in there, that would be good. Vegan Gosling, I say the same in my house. It's definitely, I think it's only fair, for 100%. Vegan Pixie Warrior, 100%. If they are in your home, you have the right. Exactly. I mean, you can't stop people doing what they're doing. When they're out in restaurants, you can encourage them to sort of like go for the vegan option or the cruelty-free option. But you can't make them do it. But when they're in your home, if they're going to come to a completely vegan house, 100% don't think they should be bringing any kind of animal products with them at all. Oh, the vegan vlogger. I've taken the pledge. I don't want to sit there where they're chowing down on dead animals. I see your point, though. I'm going to serve up vegan food for Christmas for my parents. That's definitely a good idea. I mean, there's so many different options that you could serve up for them. There's got tofurkey roasts, you've got nut roasts, you've even got like Linda McCartney stuff. All the stuff that's like, might help a meat eater. On the day, be without, meat. I know it's not a particularly whole food, but this might be a good option to sort of get them, placate them a little bit, so that they're not having a carry on when they come to your house about having no animals there, like it's the end of the world. But Lolly, it's much harder out in public, but in your own home, it's your rules. I like your thinking, Lolly. See, Sheree, I knew I was right. She's pulling her face now. It's like, why is everyone agreeing with him? He's an idiot.
I just don't like upsetting the family, that's all.
Well, that's it. I mean, she's just saying she doesn't like upsetting family members, but what's worse, them getting a little bit upset about not being allowed to bring animal products into my home, or me having the worst day ever, and Sheree being uncomfortable, and the kids being around all that animal, dead animal flesh, and God knows whatever else, and non-vegan cakes and everything else. And there's that as well. I mean, like if they bring non-vegan products with them, like sweets and cakes and things like that, into the home, the kids, even though they're all vegan and they're all 100%. They're going to think they're maybe missing out on something, even though I'll have a lot of treats for them, so that they should be okay. But it's not my thing. And I should definitely be allowed to choose, I think. Vegan Pixie Warrior, I make vegan pigs in blankets with aubergine bacon. That sounds really good. I think last year we actually had some vegan pigs in blankets, didn't we, Sherry? I can't remember what they were, unfortunately, though. They were like a mock meat thing, and the kids really enjoyed them with, like, mock bacon around them.
From Aldi,
Yeah,
wasn't
yes,
it?
it was like from one of the cheaper shops, like Aldi or something. But they're really good. I think Aldi's got quite a lot of good stuff going on this year, haven't they? With with food. I think they've got. I think we got one of their things through. I can't remember what it is now, but yeah, they had a a wreath, a pastry wreath with lots of vegetables and stuff in. They have the vegan pigs in blankets this year as well. And they've also got like a Belgian chocolate orange melt in the middle pudding, which, I think most people would like, vegan or not, to be honest. So, yeah, there's loads of options out there. There's no need for them to be bringing, the kind of things that obviously we don't agree with into our homes. 100% is my opinion. Is there anyone else asking any questions here, Cherie? Or anything? The vegan vlogger, what's your favourite vegan food? I think here we go. I think we all know what it is. I think a lot of people may know what it is. Say in the comments if you can remember. I'm sure last time we had the Halloween special, I think the same question came up, and I was like, no one's going to be able to know what my favorite food is. Come on, and it's like, and then they got it. It's like several people, like all in a row, going, yeah, I know what his favorite food is. My favorite food is Ethiopian spicy lentil stew, which the cooking video for that is on my channel. And I don't know if Paul from Hench Herbivore is still here, but I think I got him addicted to that. I don't know if he's still eating it, but when he cooked it for the first time off my recipe, he was, yes, Cassie, yeah, he was cooking that for a bit then. It's super tasty, very wholesome, very filling. It's a great dish. Anyone who's interested in making that, I say the video's on the channel. Yeah, give that one a go. GVG, you've been making vegan wagon wheels. That sounds amazing. My kids are always saying, "Oh, I wish we could still have wagon wheels, Father." So, that would be really good. I mean, I'd be super interested now. Are you doing a video on that at all, GVG? Do you reckon? Putting them on the channel? Because I don't think I've seen too many cooking ones from you, but that would be a good one to do for certain. All right, Gemma's asking how our dog is doing on vegan food. I'll go back to the beginning. Our dog Snow, we've had him a while now, and he was a rescue dog from Romania. And, he was frozen in the snow, and he was, like, very ill to begin with, sorry. And, yeah, we got him here, and we tried to give him, like, normal sort of, like, dry dog food with meat in and everything else. And he just had a terrible time with it. He was, like, all his hair was falling out. He had runny number twos, and he couldn't get himself right at all. So we were recommended that we put him on a raw diet of meat, and it did not go down well with me at all, or Cherie, or any of us. We were just like, oh, do we really need to do that? I mean, we know there's a certain percentage of meat in the dry dog food, but could we possibly like give him a vegan dog food? And we were sort of told, no, he's probably allergic to grains or some other kind of thing that they bulk out the dog foods with. So absolutely no, he has to go on sort of the raw diet with like fresh fruit and fresh vegetables in there. So we did that, and it did improve him a little bit. He sort of like didn't have the toilet issues, and he only had but occasionally with sort of massive flare-ups, and he was always at himself like 24/7 anyway in some shape or form. So, but I said to Cherie, I said, I can't do it anymore. I can't feed him any more animals. I said, I'm gonna have to try him on the vegan dog food. And just see how he goes, because I just can't. And if he's terrible on it, then we'll have to think of what we're going to do at that point. But we've not tried it. We've just listened to the advice from like the vets and stuff. So we really need to give this a go. So we bought a big bag of it a few weeks ago. Maybe is it about 3 or 4 weeks ago now? Maybe 3 weeks ago. And that was the VDog brand. We got it on Amazon. Big bag, pretty good value. And yeah, he stopped itching within a day or two. He just stopped itching completely. We weaned him off the meat a little, a couple of meals. We gave him a little bit of the meat in it still until we sort of staggered him off a bit until he got used to it. But yeah, he's eating that now. He seems to like it. He eats it all up, and he's stopped itching. So his allergies do seem completely sorted out. So, that's really, really good. I just wish we'd done it before, But, you take advice, don't you? It's like when you go to the doctors about your own health, you think they're right, and you do the same with vets, but you should really know by now. Vegan Pixie Warrior, our 3 cats are eating vegan cat food. Oh, that's good. And are they well? Because I know people get a bit upset about generally, putting certain animals on vegan dog food, on vegan food, and they get super agitated about cats, don't they? It's like, oh no, they're obligate carnivores. They have to have meat, or otherwise they get sick. But if your cats are doing super well on it, and I know Paul and Gemma from Hench Herbivore, their cat Cowboy, it's doing super well on a vegan diet as far as I'm aware. So yeah, I mean it proves that that. And dogs, anyway, dogs aren't even obligate carnivores, are they? I mean, they're a complete omnivore, so they can survive more than happily on a vegan diet. So, I was only worried that it was going to make him like 10 times worse with his allergies, but it definitely didn't. So we're all good. We're all good. Michelle Lowe, my dogs have been on amazing on VDog. Yeah, well, that's good to know because, I said he's only been a short space of time, but, he's seen massive improvements. So it's really good to hear that, you've got dogs that are on it and they're doing well. That's a pretty positive sign. Lolly, I'm so pleased you're talking about this because I've been told my dog has a grain allergy. I've been looking into vegan dog food and really struggling to make the decision. Well, yeah. Sorry, I'll get a drink, otherwise I don't want to be coughing down there. Yeah, we thought the same, but we weren't. I was like, oh, come on, why is the universe giving me a dog to live with me that can only eat raw meat? This is just like a kick in the teeth as a vegan again, We rescue the poor little fella, and now he can only eat other animals, and because I was wanting to sort of like, oh, my daughter Bethany, hello. So I really wanted to go vegan from the very beginning, but with all the turmoil and the advice, we got it wrong. But it's really, really good. I mean, as far as I'm aware, when we did some actual research, before the VDog thing, dogs can be allergic to all sorts of meats, chicken, and is it pork as well, Sheree? And like loads of stuff. Meat they can be allergic to meat as much as anything else. So it turned out that it wasn't grains at all. And it wasn't any vegetable matter. It was something in the meat that was causing the problem. So yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, it's absolutely fine now. So I'd definitely buy a small bag of VDog, like one of the sample bags. Give him it with some of his normal food or something. Mix it in, see what sort of reaction he has to it. Don't go straight off onto VDog. Maybe we'll sort of wean him onto it, and just see how he goes. I'm sure he'll be absolutely fine. Well, my dog definitely was, but give it a try. Just do it carefully. Uncle Lou, hey, all right, mate. What's cracking, mate? Probably me. I'm probably cracking, to be honest. I'm not mentally stable. Not at all. So what have we got going on? Would you rather be a platypus or a snake for a day? Is the platypus the one with the beak? The one is that the duckbill platypus? From like Australia area. I don't know much about those. What kind of life do they have? How are they? Are they massively hunted? Do people leave them alone? Do they have a good time of it? I'm not really. This is the pressure. I don't know if I want to be a platypus or a snake. Snake. I'm going snake. A big snake that no one bothers. And I just get left alone. I'm going for the snake just because I'm hopefully but now I'm going now I remember Perry the platypus from Phineas and Ferb, and he was super cool. So no, platypus. As long as I can be a platypus like that one from Phineas and Ferb with the hat and everything, then I'm all right. I'll do that. What planet are you off to next? Well, I tried to stay to the moon. The base is here. I've got everything I need. It's pretty comfortable. I can still see the Earth from where I am. Yeah. I think I'll just stay on the moon, really. Might head back to Earth a bit later. After the stream. And see what everyone's up to. But stay on the moon for now. Satan Inside, the vegan mooncat, is there anything you recently learned that you didn't know already? My brain's going, he's asked the question and it's too difficult. Have I learned anything that I didn't know? Well, I did learn a few. Well, I was in the stream last night with Grumpy Vegan Grandad and I was watching Grumpy Vegan Grandad and Michelle Lowe, and I was watching them on how to read studies, and she was on about all that sort of stuff, and it was very educational. So I learned a lot of stuff there. So I'm not going to say I'm any kind of expert, but I definitely know more about the hierarchy of evidence and other such things that I did not know before. So thanks very much for that one, guys. Yay, I learned something. Oh no, it's B. Oh, not again. Oh, don't do it. Don't say anything weird, B. I don't want to start laughing for 5 minutes like last time I was on a stream. Oh, she set me off already. What's the pizza delivery like up on the moon? I don't know, as I don't like pizza, unfortunately, and therefore have not ordered any. I've heard good reports, though, if you like that kind of food. I've never liked pizza. I always liked a lot of different takeaways, Chinese, sort of Indian food. I even used to, in the dark old days, like stuff like, KFC and stuff, which obviously I wouldn't remotely entertain now. But I always liked those sorts of things, but, never took to pizza. I always just viewed it as a very large sandwich with the top half missing, at an extortionate price. So, yeah, never really got on well with it. Oh, there's my mum. Stew.
What was your favourite food?
Oh, yeah. I think my mum was responding to the previous comment of what was my favourite food. So, yeah, stew. Is the moon made of vegan cheese? No, I made that mistake. I tried to bite one of the rocks outside and I've actually chipped a tooth. I don't know if you can see. So I really don't recommend biting moon rocks. They are not cheese of any description. You will hurt your teeth. There you go. Bohemian Bee, I've not mentioned anything. No. She's at it again. I've not mentioned anything about keyboard pullers yet. You just did. It's lucky I prepared myself mentally for, you saying that. Otherwise, I'd be rolling on the floor. It'd be a nightmare. Should we go for another wheel? Should we go for the wheel? Oh, I forgot. I've got special wheel music. Did it? The wheel of questions. Where will it land? What will happen? I do not know. Let's go for it, and hopefully I won't try to hit myself in the face again. Oh, where was that? Was that gold? It's McDonald's trying to make vegan food. That's the topic. Do we like it? Do we like it? Do we not like it? That's the thing. I mean, I have absolutely no intentions of shopping at McDonald's for any kind of food, even if they're doing plant-based, just because I've got no interest in them. I used to be a bit of a McDonald's breakfast fan, before I turned vegan. And I literally just avoid that. But I know quite a few people are going on about, McDonald's are doing sort of vegan stuff and whether that's a good or a bad thing. And I'm not sure as well if they're going to be cooking it on a separate sort of grill, because I know Burger King made that mistake where they started cooking their plant-based patties on with all the meat and everything else. I don't think I'll be shopping at McDonald's for anything. It's not a healthy food, and you go in there, and even if you're ordering like a plant-based meal, you can still smell, all the animals being cooked and everyone else is around you eating it. And it's just not a place that I feel would be great for me, and it's like Vegan Gosling, he's saying that it's great. It means that there'll be more demand for plant-based food. Yeah, 100%, the offer options, people, have got a choice then. It's just for me personally, I don't make that sort of judgment about everywhere. I've been in places that serve, animal products as well, and gone for the vegan option. But McDonald's, for the most part as well, their burgers and everything else that I used to have before I sort of went vegan, as I say, I was a bit of a thing for their breakfast, but all the other stuff, it always just tasted like cardboard. So I can't imagine the vegan versions tasting any better. But we'll see. But it's not something I'll be rushing out to try anyway. Mate, this wheel thing is amazing. Thanks, Uncle Lou. I think on the first one I forgot to play the wheel music. I think that's the best bit. It's like da, 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 da. Yeah, the wheel music is one of my favourite things. Carly Simpkin, wow, the wheel makes a satisfying sound. It does. It's a. I don't think I did it as well. Mine was more like a purr, so I apologise for that, and I won't do it again. That is most definitely Muzak. It is, isn't it, Michael? For certain. So yeah, is there any more questions, Cherie? It's more for people who are reducing their meat intake, Vegan Gosling saying. Yeah, you're definitely right. And there are people that maybe, hopefully, in that way, I do hope that they make a good vegan option and it tastes okay. And for people who are eating meat, that McDonald's managed to make one that's not just a load of mushed up vegetables, in sort of like a breaded thing, and put on there. I think it's going to be like some kind of like Beyond Patty or something along those lines. Even though I won't be shopping there, anytime soon, if they do something that's half edible, and is passable off as a sort of a normal McDonald's burger to their normal meat eating customers, hopefully it will encourage people to sort of, make the better choice, for the animals. But yeah, it's Vegan Pixie Warrior, McDonald's apple pie is yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, it's also dangerous, and you can like burn the roof of your mouth off. It's like if you make the mistake eating it too soon, it's like it's like you have to go to the doctors with all the skin off your upper mouth like coming out you. Oh no. I know. You know what? The really weird thing is, before I was vegan, I never liked apple pie. I never ate any apple pies. I wasn't even remotely interested in them. It's like, and Cherie, over the last, since we've been together, she's going, "Oh, do you like some apple pie?" No, don't want any apple pie. No, not fussed for it. Don't like it. Not interested. And then I think it was a couple of years ago, I said, all right, I'll try some apple pie, go on then. It's like, oh, hold on. Why haven't I eaten this before? This is really tasty. It's like dangerously tasty. So yeah, I do like apple pie now. But I try to not eat a ton of it because it's obviously, you add a lot of sugar and you got the pastry and all the other things on there. But yeah, apple pie is good. Hench, that purr was a bit too sexy for my liking. Calm down, Paul. I don't want you getting excited. Saying that, I've just done it again for you. And I said I wouldn't. Oh, God, I'm a liar. I feel bad. No, I'm sorry about that. You said doo-doo. Oh, God. Gemma, I did say doo-doo, didn't I? It's like, you've got a childish mind. I like it. It's like, I'll say it again for you. Doo-doo. So yeah, it's good. It's good. Has anyone got any more questions, Cherie? Have you pinned them? Do we need to use the wheel? I think you're not asking questions just so you can get the wheel. This is what I'm thinking now, and you've got it. The wheel's coming. All right. Now, if I do land on a duplicate, I'll go for a respin. You ready? I'm going to go for that one again. I didn't think I got a good enough going. Oh, we're silver. I think we've had that one because that was companion pets, and whether or not we should have them. Oh, we could discuss that one, I suppose. It's I'll go back to the moon base, I think. So yeah, I think if I'd thought about it more, I don't think I'd have got any sort of like pets, because we've got a cat and we've got a dog and we've got children. So they're a bit like pets, except more demanding. But no, kids aside, I'm only joking. I don't think I would have ever got an animal at all. It was really good to rescue him and get him back from a terrible environment. But I wish I'd sort of left it to someone else at the time because, we were feeding the cats and we were feeding, meat and we were feeding dog meat. and it's very stressful as a vegan. You know, I mean, you know, I suppose it's a lot better now that he's now on the plant-based food. You know, that makes it a lot easier for me as a vegan to own, you know, not own him. I know I don't own him. You know, it's just like the terminology, isn't it? He lives with me, you know, and we look after him as best as we can, you know, make sure he doesn't come into any harm. You know, so that's a lot easier. But I think in retrospect, you know, I'm not sure pets are the greatest thing for me to own, you know. It's a tricky subject to know, you know. And the other thing is, you know, if we do have pets live with us, you know, companion animals, you know, then it does allow us to sort of make a connection with them, and hopefully then that connection can be sent out to a you know, like kids can make a connection with like dogs and cats and guinea pigs and, you know, mice and rabbits, and maybe then they could push that out to sort of like, you would hope that they could push that out to inclusive of pigs and chickens and, you know, and all the rest of them. But you know, But yeah, so yeah, I don't think I'd I'll look after the pets I've got, and then I don't think I'll go for more. How does Vegan Gosling? How does a great giveaway on Insta? How is?
Who?
Oh no, it doesn't say who. Sure, it says how.
Should say who.
Who is doing a great giveaway on Instagram? Answer is me. Yeah, Vegan Gosling is doing an absolutely great giveaway on Instagram. So if anyone wants to go follow him in, vegan_Gosling is it? I think Toby. Yeah, and yeah, he's got some plant-based bars that he's giving away, you know, and there's lots of other items, you know, defender of animals stuff, you know, stuff from me, you know, like some Vegan Mooncat merch. Yeah, but go check out his giveaway on Instagram. It's definitely worth entering, and you know, you could win some great goodies there, so give that a shout. I'm also doing a giveaway where is if you watch my pigs video, you know, the vegan activist pigs on YouTube, and you put a comment in there, then you can win a copy of Vivi the Super Vegan if you comment in the comment section with the word Vivi, you know, and then I'll draw that in a couple of days, and we'll see who wins that. And I'm also giving away a vegan desk light, which I haven't got to hand at the minute, otherwise I'd show you. So yeah, anyone who wants to go, and so if you want to win the book, you comment with the word VV on the pigs video, and if you want to win the light, then you comment with the word light on the same video. You know, so that's good. That's good. Have you got any space tracksuit bottoms on? I do actually have tracksuit bottoms on, Gemma. Yeah, unfortunately they're not space ones. You know, now I'm in the base. You know, not in the spaceship. When I was in the spaceship, I was wearing you know, like heat resistant pants. But now I'm actually on the, you know, it's got aircon in the base, so you know, I've just slipped into something a little bit more comfortable. Michael, ask you. We'll meet again. Don't know where. Don't know when. Yes, I think that's definitely a play on words there with the wheel spelt as it is. We'll get that. What?
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Is there no comment? Should we go for the wheel again? Oh, Bella, you're not even dressed properly, Bella. Come on. How are you going to spin the wheel? I have to get the wheel music on, Bella. You're rushing me. You're rushing me. Alright, get the wheel going. Oh, God! It nearly took me out. Alright, that's got to be on gold. That was gold. That was gold. What's that even say? Oh, yes. Yeah, that's a good one, thanks. Alright, on your way. Go on, get back in the space rocket. We'll be going home soon. So, yeah, that landed on Vegan Camp Out. You know, I wanted to know if any of you guys were going to the Vegan Camp Out next year, all being well, and the virus not ruining it for us, like it seems to be ruining everything. Yeah, so I just realised I keep looking at myself. I should be looking at the camera. I hope I've not done that the whole time. So yeah, I'll be going to the Vegan Camp Out, hopefully. You know, is anyone else going? Is anyone else going to the Vegan Camp Out? I'm looking forward to it. I think they've got Russell Brand there as well. You know,
Wait, Bella.
What? I don't know what you're saying.
Look what Hench said in the comments.
Yeah. What the yay?
Oh, it's there.
Please, could you ask Bella who's? Oh, here we go. All right. Paul has this thing where he's trying to turn my children against me, I think. And he wants to know who's best, him or me. You know. All right, let's go for it, Bella. Who is better, me or Paul? Now, come on now. No pressure.
Time's running out.
You know, but you know,
I don't know.
I mean, you got two things to consider, Bella. You know, if you say me, you know, then you know.
You get to keep being alive.
And if you don't say Paul, then you'll make him cry. So you know, your choice.
Both of you.
All right, that's a cop out. Go on your way.
I don't have a favourite.
All right, you know, you only get in. Go on. So yeah, she got to make her mind up there, Paul. You know, I'm taking that as me, to be honest. But she does like you a lot. Bohemian B, she's going to the vegan camp out. Woo! It'll be dodgy jokes all around the campfire. You know, trying to make me collapse on the floor and laugh like she does. Mr. Gosling's going. Yay! That's great news. That's great news. Vegan Pixie Warrior. I got my tickets last year and can't wait. Oh yeah, they cancelled this year, didn't they? Can't wait for Cosmic Skeptic. Yeah, that'll be really, really good. Hey, and UK Vegan Family, those guys are going too. Yeah, more of us that get there. We could, I think UK Vegan Family said last night, Danny, that we could just take over the whole area. You know, just all of us. You know, we'll sort of commandeer the whole thing and we'll stay up and have loads of fun. So you know that'll be really good. That'll be really good. So I'm looking forward to that. Definitely going there, hanging out with people, all thinking the same way. You know, you can't go wrong, can you? So, so here we go. It's okay. I know. Paul's not letting it go, is he? It's okay. He knows it's him. So yeah, you think that, Paul? Yeah, you keep thinking that.
I agree with him.
She betrayed me. She said it is Paul. Oh no. Oh, it's so distressing. Go over there, kid.
No.
Come on, kid. Oh, well, she's made a choice. I'll drop her off later, Paul. Don't you worry. You know, it's like, you've done it now. You're never getting any peace. The kid sings 5 hours a day. So, yeah, is there any more questions there? Or anyone saying anything that they'd like me to answer or want to talk about? That would be good. What's B saying, Shri? Are you pinning that?
I pinned it.
No. Bohemian Bee saying, I have dodgy jokes aplenty, so be warned at camp out. She has a zero filter. Well, that's good. It should make some interesting conversations for sure. So yeah, that'll be awesome. So, Vegan Pixie Warrior, we're hiring a camper van as the hubby hates camping. Yeah, the last time I went camping, I was I think nearly 34 stone. And you know, I was really, really struggling. I was obviously not vegan at the time, and I couldn't put the tent pegs in, you know, and I couldn't. You know, I was so out of breath, and I was in a terrible way, and I was so much in pain just being in the tent and trying to, you know, get up. I couldn't even get up out of the sleeping bag and stand up without leaning on things. No, yeah, I was having a terrible time. So when we got back from that camping trip, which I left early because I couldn't stand it, I said, all right, get the tent on eBay. We're getting rid of it. So we sold the tent. Luckily, we still got everything else, so we only need to replace the tent. But yeah, I have no troubles now. You know, so I'll be absolutely fine to go camping. But yeah, that was a terrible, terrible camping experience for me with my health conditions at that time. Vegan Gosling, what do you think about when someone says they are 98% vegan? Well, I don't think that's even possible, is it? You know, you can't be 98% vegan. You know, if you're eating any animal products, or you know, at all, you know, flesh, you know, dairy, you know, if you're wearing anything that, you know, that came from an animal, you know, anything like that at all, if you're involved in any kind of harm, you know, then you cannot be vegan, can you? Is no such thing. Don't get me wrong, I do applaud people for trying their best to go as plant-based as possible, and I'd obviously prefer them, as I think we all would, to go 100% sort of like plant-based. vegan. But if they're 98% plant based, so obviously not using the word vegan, and they're harming less animals, then obviously that's a great step forward. If the whole world was sort of 98% plant based, then the animal suffering would be massively reduced. So, I understand that, and it's a good step in the right direction. I just wanted to go that extra 2% and become fully vegan. But yeah, you can't be 90% vegan. Like, it's like you can't just mug people at the weekends and say that somehow you're ethical. You can't do these things. You either are or you're not, and that's just it, really, isn't it? It's very, very black and white on that one. Bohemian Bee, I've never camped before, so it'll be the first time I go find a B&B to share. No, you don't want to do that. The whole point of camping is to be stuck in a field, like lying in a big paper bag, just wishing you could be at home. You don't want to ruin that for yourself. No. The whole point is the camaraderie, isn't it? You're around everyone, you stay up later, you have fun, yeah. Oh, Bethany's bringing up the fact that I was throwing the tent pegs around, and I was just like in a right mood. It's like, because Bethany's my daughter. It's like, no, I can't do this. Just I was just like, no. He's like throwing stuff around. It's like, yeah, I wasn't in the best of health or the best of mood that day. So, but no more. I'm all good now. Tone, Grumpy needs to get a couple of 20-foot containers on the back of his truck, rent them out for the camp out. Yeah, that would be good. He get the truck there, with and sort of convert it into a nice little, like maybe put a jacuzzi in there for everyone, and make it all kitted out, pimp it out a bit. It's like pimp my ride. Get it all going there. Maybe you could have like some sunbeds in the corner. You could get a lot going on. A little snack bar. Yeah, come on, Grumpy Vegan Grand. I get it sorted out now. It's all, we've all agreed. You get it done. So I think we'll go for the wheel again, shall we? Should we have a couple more spins of this wheel? Get it going. The thing is, we're getting there now. We've answered a few of them, but we'll keep going. Are we ready? The wheel! Oh God, no, not again. There we go. That one's about kids, and unfortunately Bella has gone, but we can discuss that anyway. That question was, how do you sort of discuss going vegan with your children and make them see that it is the best thing to do, for themselves and the animals? So as a family man with 4 children, and me, like the 4 kids, me and my wife, we're all vegan. I think the best thing to do with kids when talking to them about veganism is just complete and utter honesty. Just tell them, how the animals are being harmed, and how it's unnecessary, and that you can be absolutely fine and healthy, on a vegan diet with absolutely no health issues. And that's why, as I said before, with the book that I'm giving away, I think this is also, these kind of things from Tina Newman are super helpful. My kids are a bit older now, but I bought it anyway. And I enjoyed reading it. And I think if we can get these sorts of things here into schools and make them sort of reading, where it shows veganism is a positive light, where she's saving animals, and I think getting the kids early is key to sort of making, we all want to see a vegan world, but we need to get in nice and early and counteract all the brainwashing that goes on, and give them the correct information. I mean, I was completely honest with my children. I told them what was happening, and they for the most part made their own choices. Obviously, I'm not buying animal products anyway, but even when they're not in my presence, they make the right choices now. So yeah, I think the thing with kids is just tell them the truth. Don't treat them like they're stupid, and they'll come around. What was Bethany saying? The second you told me about it, it just made sense. What's that in regard to?
Veganism.
Oh yeah, to veganism. Yeah, so that's Bethany, my daughter. She's saying that as soon as I explained the situation to her, about what was happening, and how it wasn't, you don't need to eat animal products for health and etc. Then she made the switch, and Bethany's been vegan for a while now. So yeah, it's just honesty and I don't think I know a lot of people might disagree with this one. But you've got like the documentaries, sort of like Earthlings and Dominion and all these things, and they've got graphic content in, but I mean, if the kids are old enough and you feel like you're in a comfortable enough environment to show them these things, or even excerpts from these sorts of things to show them small sort of like doses of it, I don't see a problem with that either. I mean, they show them all the happy, smiley cows being happy, on the packaging and on all those terrible lies. So what's terrible about showing them the truth? I'll be honest. If people are saying, "Oh, well, you can't show a kid that," well, if it's not, it's like they say, if it's not good enough for my children's eyes, then it's certainly not good enough for their stomachs. So I won't be encouraging them to do that. UK vegan family. My 3-year-old completely gets it. The other day he was offered Haribo's and he told them that they were not vegan and said, "You gelatine, no thanks." That's fantastic. I mean, you've given your child a great start in life. You've given them the correct information, and they can make informed decisions, and they're not in like a brainwashed state. That like a lot of the world can be. And you're doing the best thing for the animals and their health. There's nothing good in gelatin. It's nothing we need. So it's great that you're giving them that start. Vegan Pixie Warrior, don't forget to thumbs up the stream, guys and gals. Yeah, that would be absolutely fantastic if you could. That'd be amazing. I'm sorry I've been a bit down in the dumps here. If I've come across a bit down in the sort of like the dumps and not my usual jovial self, the cold's taking a hold of me. And to be honest, it's my own fault. The last couple of weeks, I've been sort of bulletproof to colds for since I went vegan. I sort of have never got a cold. Everyone else was like dropping like flies around me at work, with like flu symptoms and all sorts of things over the last few years, and I've never ever got sick. And then the last couple of weeks, I don't know why, but I've not been eating as much porridge and stuff, which I always put a lot of berries in, and not being eating as much fruit. So I think I've dropped a lot of my antioxidants and my vitamin C and stuff over the last couple of weeks, and then boom, I've got a cold. So I think that's a good example to us all. Keep up the fruits, keep up the healthy food. If you want to avoid getting colds and stuff. Which I shall be doing. I'm starting on a good amount of fruit again. Bohemian Bee, Vegan Mooncat. Has any of your children's close friends come round for dinner and been pleasantly surprised how good vegan food is, and then gone inspired?
Marcus
No, I don't think they've come round. I mean, a lot of the kids don't sort of come round our house. I mean, my children have been to other people's houses, but we don't seem to get a lot of visitors. I don't know why that is particularly. I mean, we just never have really had a lot here. But my son William, he's 15. His friend was he vegetarian, Will? He was vegetarian, and William went and spoke to him about veganism, and and William was obviously taking his own food to school and his packed lunches and stuff. And William's managed to, a good deal of time ago now, he managed to convince him to go vegan, and he's been vegan for what, like a year or two,
coming up for a year.
Coming up for a year, is it, Will? Yeah, coming up for a year. So yeah, my lad William, 15, he's already managed to convince and help somebody go vegan. So that was great stuff. We've got 5 minutes left. I've just been told 5 minutes left. I think we should have another spin of the wheel then. I mean, you can't go wrong with the wheel. I'm going to do the dance, Will. The one you told me never to do. I've done it. The Wheel of Questions! Oh, we're missing one. I'm just going to pick one now because we're already short on them. That was the one that I really wanted to talk about. I should have landed on that one earlier. That wheel is so unreliable. So I wanted to talk about is because I've had this myself, and I don't know if you guys have, is the way that people who aren't vegan put on these unrealistic sort of like caveats to you being vegan. So I mean, I've had like, for example, I mean, I've spoke to somebody who said that I can't be vegan because if I go in a taxi and I sit in a taxi with leather seats, I'm no longer vegan anymore. Or, you know, and there's so many examples of that where they'll say, well, if you don't do, you know, if you can't walk down the street and you step on a bug, then that's you not vegan anymore. Or you know, they're always putting these unrealistic sort of expectations or targets on you that if you can't meet, suddenly you're no longer vegan. You can't be vegan. It's just impossible to be vegan in this world. So don't even try. So why are you bothering, Mark? You know, I've had that so many times, and it's so agitating. It's like, so you're saying that just because I can't walk down the street or and not maybe accidentally step on a snail, then you know, then I might as well just eat factory farmed animals. And I've had them go, yeah. You can't say if you can't like 100%, then you shouldn't be at it at all. It's just like, well, that's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, you know. But I don't know if anyone else has had that sort of like crazy thing come out, and you know, people have been speaking about that sort of thing with you guys. Oh, vegan pixie warrior, I was told yesterday that trees have feelings and central systems. Oh no, oh dear. Now that is absolutely crazy. I mean, I think we all love trees, and you know they're amazing and they keep us alive. But we all know that they're not feeling any pain or there's any central nervous system in a tree, you know, and not in a carrot, you know, and none of these things, you know. But I can't believe that they said that vegan pixie, but they do though. No, they don't be. Stop it. But yeah, it's like I actually had somebody said to me once, have you ever been in somewhere and say you went in a shop and the handle on the door was like leather or had some kind of animal product in, you know, as soon as you touch the handle, you're no longer a vegan. It's like, oh, you can't say that I can't live in this world as a vegan. You know, it's like he also said at the same time, you know, if you're driving a car, you can't be any vegan. Why is you know, I know there's some animal products in the car somewhere. There's bound to be, you know, but you know, you still got to live in this world, you know. And just because you don't want to cause like the maximum harm to every animal on the planet doesn't mean that you should be relegated to sitting in the middle of a field, you know, with no animals or insects around you and just rot away and die. You know, you still got to live your life. It's utter crazy, you know, and. Vegan Pixie Warrior, the best one is getting quoted Piers Morgan at me. That man's an idiot, you know. He's just like, I remember watching him on the TV when he was like vomiting up a Greg sausage roll, you know, and he was grinning. He knew he was being ridiculous, and then he rolled out Piers Morgan's little meat cart. You know, it's like, why are you so against it? Why do you want to pick on like people who are just trying to save animals' lives? You know, come on. You must be pretty low down inside. You know, you must have some serious issues if you just can't say, yeah, that guy's just saving some animals here. Let's leave him alone, or even better, support them. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Lolly makes a good point.
Lolly, money isn't vegan. Just because we're forced to have animal items around us doesn't mean we can't try our best. And that's got on my nerves so much when I realised that like all the money had like an animal product in there. It's like, I mean, you would have thought that they could make the money without using any sort of animal product. I can't even remember what the type of animal product is that was in the actual notes now. But if anyone can sort of put that in the chat and remind me, that would be great. But yeah, I never understood. You know, sort of why they need that in there, but yeah, but it doesn't mean, you know, that you don't need some cash now and again, you know, and you might need to spend it. You're not happy about it, and we're still doing our best not to use any animal products, but that's not practical. Never to use like a £5 or a £10 or whatever. No, you know, at some point you're going to have to do that because that is where we live. That's what we live in. But yeah, but you know, there's people out there who go, oh, you've used a £10 note, you can't be vegan. It's like, it's not my fault. I don't want to. I don't want it to be. You don't care if it's a £10 note with animal products in. I do. I want them to change it. You know, so you know that's the difference, isn't it? But yeah, crazy. Sure. No, there's no more questions to be spun, Cherie. Cherie, say. I mean, I can do a final just a wheel. There's no more questions. I've got nothing else on the wheel. I'm just dancing. Sorry, I'm just dancing now. I don't know why. I'm not even speaking to people. I do apologise. I'm literally just dancing. I'll turn off. Bethany, gotta go. I'm a celeb starting. Love you too. Enjoy it. So I suppose if I'm a celeb starting, some of you guys might want to watch it. Even I think, have they stopped using bugs on I'm a Celeb now? I'm sure they did. You know, but yeah. It's 9 o'clock anyway, and I think you guys probably had enough of listening to me. So she'll probably call a night if that's okay with you guys. Thanks very much for coming. I really appreciate it. It was so nice to speak to you all. And oh, Michael wants the wheel spinning. There's no questions on it, Michael, but I'm going to spin it for you.
And Lolly wants a final dance.
And all right, we'll spin the wheel, and then Lolly wants to dance as well. So. Here we go, the wheel of absolutely no questions left. We ready? Oh! You know, I've been almost injuring myself the whole time, and I've realised if I do it this way, I don't actually get it in my face. I think I may have had issues. One more for you. I think I'm ruining it now. I may be overdoing in the wheel here. There we go. And for is it for Lolly? Final dance. Mark, when is your next live stream? In 2 weeks, I'm doing another live stream. And hopefully, I'm going to feel a lot better, so I won't have this sort of like cold weighing me down. And I won't say what it is, but I've got something a bit special planned for that one. So yeah, I can't say what it is. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but if you all want to tune in for that one, I'm going to be back to top form, and there's going to be a few special things happening in that stream. I'd like to thank absolutely everyone for coming. Yeah, you've absolutely all been awesome, and it's really, really good to talk to you all. And I keep looking at that screen instead of this camera. I'm going to look at you now. Now I'm looking at you all. I apologise for not looking the whole time. So yeah, we'll go back to the base. So yeah, it's about time I got back to planet Earth. So I'll just get in the cockpit, and I'll probably set off now. So yeah, Bella, she's gone. I was going to get her to start the ship, but I'm off. So I'll get going. And see you guys next time. Thanks for coming. It's been absolutely amazing. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at the Vegan Mooncat. See what I'm up to on a daily sort of basis. All the foods that I'm eating and anything that I'm up to. If you want any sort of Vegan Mooncat merch, I've got hoodies and everything else. I put that at a pretty low price as well. So there's cups and pillows and socks, and if you're interested in any of that, go check that out. The link's in the description. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks everyone for coming. When's the CD out? I don't think anyone wants a CD with me on. But thanks everyone, and take care, and I'll see you all soon.